Hello and welcome to another gameplay. Today we are playing Enchanter's Arsenal, the green and white enchantment deck that was part of DLC pack number 2, together with Up to Mischief. And this looks like a keeper. And as you can tell, this is an enchantment deck and it's based around cards like these that let you draw cards whenever you cast an enchantment. And you can see the combo with Shackles, because you can return this, keep playing it, keep drawing cards. And looks like we're playing against Chant of the Muldaya, which is interesting because it's got access to Alles Dust that can also kill our enchantments, so we have to be careful. Yeah, so there's another enchantment deck in Duels of the Planeswalkers, but that one is based around auras more than actual enchantments. And this deck has a few auras that you'll put on your own creatures, but a lot less than the other deck. And unfortunately we can't use Shackles on our own creature here just to draw the card because it has Shroud. But I guess we'll have to live with that. So yeah, this deck is more based around the static enchantments. We don't have any in hand right now, but there's a couple. Here we can just play Pride Mage and use Spirit Loop on it to draw a card. And yep, that's gonna resolve. We draw a Journey to Nowhere. So now we have 2 removal spells with our draw engine online. Let's see, our opponent stuck on 4 lands, interesting. So, and there we go, this is one of our win conditions in the deck. Gets +1/+1 for each enchantment on the battlefield. So even if we use our removal spells, all of them are enchantments like Journey to Nowhere, so it will also count those, making this pretty big pretty quickly. Let's see here. We could use... yeah, no. It's probably just better to play the Enchantress. Could have used Shackles on our Pride Mage just to draw a card, but then we wouldn't have been able to play out the Enchantress, so a lot of Enchantresses in the deck. I think there's about 3. But I'm only playing these 2, if I'm not mistaken. So, let's see if our opponent can draw out of this. Alright, 5th land into a Behemoth. Still a 4/4. And we do have removal for it, so let's see, we have 6 lands. So if we shackle first, we have 3 lands left. I think playing Journey is probably just better here. So I want to maximize the number of enchantments on the table. And if we shackles our own creatures, we can also just return this if we want. So we also get to draw an extra card. Seems good. Let's keep up a Plains. Can put this over here, doesn't really matter, as we'll just return this end of turn. And here's a Sigil of the Empty Throne. Sweet, so this is another win condition in the deck. Makes a 4/4 angel whenever we play an enchantment. And if you combine that with a card like Shackles, that's over here, which you can keep returning and playing, you can keep not only drawing cards, but also making 4/4 angels. And that's gonna close out the game pretty quickly. Let's return the Shackles now, no need to wait. And pass the turn. So our opponent hit a 6 land drop, plays Primeval Titan, which is certainly not a bad card. And let's see, at 7 mana he can play Alles Dust, so we don't want to play into that. But can we kill our opponent this turn? Pacifism will certainly help with that. So we have 7 mana available. If we play Pacifism on the Titan, this becomes a 5/5. Then we could also play, not the Pride Mage, but we could also play Shackles or Sigil, making this a 6/6, but that's still only 8 power total. So let's start with using Pacifism on the Primeval Titan. Let's see what we draw. It's just an Evolving Wilds. So I don't want to play into All's Dust if I can help it. Which means I will not play out the Sigil this turn. Instead I can play Shackles and keep double white up. Or actually just single white. So we can return it. And not gonna play out the Pride Mage as the Exalted won't trigger. So alright, let's do this. Let's play this over here. Let's maximize our damage output. And not a relevant draw. If we had drawn this a card earlier, we would have been able to just win, but we didn't. Alright, and we gain some life from our Pride Mage. And let's return the Shackles right now. There's no instant speed cards, we have to bluff. So I think this is just safer in case we forget. And is it an All's Dust? Yep, it is. Alright, so glad I played around it. This does give our opponent his card back that we used Journey to Nowhere with. So it is an 8/8 now, but at least we still have the Sigil. Alright, time to rebuild. What's first? We can play Pride Mage into Sigil. We can't use this on our opponent's creature. We can actually even Shackles plus Sigil. But then we risk losing the Shackles, but I'm not gonna play around a second All's Dust, I think. So, given that I'm not gonna play around a second All's Dust, I think the line is Sigil into Shackles. So we will take 8, but we also get an Angel, and if the Shackle doesn't die somehow, then we get to keep looping it to generate more Angels. Alright, please no All's Dust. If I knew he had it in hand, I would block here, but as we don't know that, I am not, as this is a win. But Pelacoworm's gonna put our opponent back up to 9 life. So the game's not over yet. Fate's Feather's pretty sweet. Let's see, Gigantiform makes this an 8. But that's not enough, but Kasali Pride Mage will make it enough. So I think that's the play here. Just win this turn. Seems decent. Make another Angel. And attack. Alright, sweet. So we managed to win this one, even through a All's Dust. And I hope I showed you the power of the deck, a lot of card draw, and a lot of versatility in the enchantments. So I want to thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a nice day.